Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be going over 5 new DIYs for you to create at home and do with your toddler. So these can be added in activity books. Some of them are a little more in-depth, so they're like full-on activities. So let's go ahead and jump into them. The first one we're going to cover is what I like to call trash can stickers. Since my toddler is trash truck and trash can obsessed, I wanted to make something fun for him to do. So I designed these little trash cans where he can sort the trash, which are circle stickers, and place them inside the correct color to help with hand-eye coordination and also learning colors. So if you're crafty, you can draw these yourself. If not, or if you're pressed on time, you can head over to my website where you will find a printable of this trash can template. I've included various colors for you to choose from, and you're also going to need to grab yourself these circle stickers. They're really inexpensive on Amazon. I will link them in the description for the ones that I've purchased. And these are really versatile, so you can use these in a ton of different projects. It's definitely a good thing to have on hand if you're planning on doing these crafts at home. Now show your little one how to match the sticker color to the trash can color while saying what the color is. Since I am teaching my son Spanish, we like to recite the colors both in English and Spanish. And for a little extra bonus here, once your child is done playing and sorting the trash, you can have them count how many trash are in each trash can. Next up is this ice cream letters project. This one helps with fine motor skills and language development. So to make it extra easy for you, I have a template available on my website for the ice cream cones and the stacks, along with the individual ice cream. So print out the desired number of scoops that you want on your ice cream. This is going to depend on what word you are teaching them for that day. This one's great for names, days of the week, teaching them Spanish. Honestly, it's endless. Next, print out the ice cream scoop templates on different colored cardstock paper and cut them out. If you have a Cricut here, I would recommend using that to help you speed up the process of cutting out the ice cream scoops. Now, depending on what word you're learning for the day, you're gonna write 1 letter per ice cream scoop going down, and then you're also going to write the same matching letters on your cutout colored ice cream scoops. Now, when you give it to your child, have them figure out the puzzle and match the letters to the correct ice cream scoop. I'm using a non-toxic glue stick to glue on the ice cream scoops, and you might need to help your little one use the glue stick. We are still working on this, but it's a really fun activity, especially on those hot summer days. And hopefully you won't be craving ice cream after every time you complete this, because my toddler did. Next up is a super cute activity that helps develop fine motor skills using some items that you may have around the house. I like to call this one Llama Q-Tips, or if you're using a different printable, it can be Ram Q-Tips. I have 2 different variations of animals available on my website if you want to just print these out, or if you're crafty, you can feel free to draw it yourself. But either way, you're going to need to grab yourself an empty box. So either draw or tape on the template onto the box, and then you're going to begin poking holes into the furry part of the llama or the ram, depending on which one you decided to do, and space them out about 1/4 inch apart. I'm using an X-Acto knife to start the hole and using a toothpick to make it bigger. Now, once you have all of your holes, grab some Q-tips and cut them in half. Make sure that the Q-tips fit inside of the hole before you give it to your toddler, because then it'll just be too hard and they'll get frustrated. And now give it to your little one to place the Q-tips inside the holes and let them fill in the fur or wool of the ram and llama. My son actually really loved this project. He took to it really fast, and I think it's just kind of satisfying to poke the Q-tips in the holes, because I like the way it feels too. Next up is another really fun project that I call Googly Eye Monsters. Now, this one helps with fine motor skills and imagination. Again, if you're crafty, you can draw out some monsters yourself on a piece of cardboard, or I have a printable available on my website with 4 different monsters. I went ahead and taped this to a piece of cardboard, but this is definitely optional. I'm gonna get a binder to actually add this in an activity book, because I feel like this is a good project to add inside a daily activity book. Next, you're gonna wanna grab yourself some googly eyes. I bought this pack of 200 off of Amazon, I'll link the exact one that I'm using in the description. And I opted for the larger eyes because I felt like they would be easier for my toddler to grasp with his little pincer grasp. But they definitely come in a variation of sizes if you want to make it a little more challenging or if you have an older toddler. So now place the monster paper and the eyes in front of your toddler and they will know exactly what to do. My son just started putting on the eyes on the monster. I didn't have to tell him anything. I was actually quite impressed. And once they place down the eyes, you're gonna wanna help them with a non-toxic glue stick by placing some glue on the back of the googly eye and putting it onto the paper. This was another project that my toddler really liked, so I think I may be drawing some more monsters in the future. If you have any recommendations of what I can use these googly eyes for, please feel free to leave a comment below because I got 200 of them. We're doing more. The last project we're gonna go over is a matching shapes clothespins project. This one is a little more advanced. I actually created this one a while ago and I had to come back to it because my son could not figure out how to use the pincer grasp to open up the clothespins. So you may have to give your toddler time on this one, but just be patient. This one's a really fun one. So grab yourself some colored cardstock paper and we're gonna print out one shape on each color. I have a template for each shape that you can print out directly onto your paper and all you need to do is cut it out. Now once you have all of your shapes cut out, you can cut them directly down the center. Now grab a piece of cardboard that is the height of your shapes all stacked up. Mine was about 12 inches and cut that piece of cardboard to about 2.5 inches wide. Next, get yourself some clothespins. I'm using the colored ones, but that's optional. You can use wooden ones. They honestly don't need to be colored. Now place a dot of hot glue on the clothespin, making sure to line up an individual shape so that they meet up in the center. I found it really helpful to actually put the clothespins on each side of the cardboard and just have it attached to that while you're gluing it so you can see how much space it needs in between. Now that you have all of your shapes attached to the clothespins, give this to your toddler and show them how to actually use the clothespin and use their pincer grasps to open it and have them match the shapes and colors. While they're putting on the shape, I like to say what shape they're working on and what color it actually is. Well, that completes our 5 DIY toddler activities. I hope that those were helpful and fun for your toddler. If you would like more projects to do, check out this video right here. And of course, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.